Princess Royals attended a parade at RAF Lyneham to mark the beginning of the end of the base. It's been earmarked for closure as part of the government's cost-cutting plans. Lyneham was opened in 1943 and has long been home of the Hercules fleet. The aircraft and the majority of the personnel are moving to RAF Bryce Norton in Oxfordshire. Claire Sadler reports from Wiltshire.
The Hercules has been a familiar sight in the skies over Wiltshire since they arrived at Lyneham in the 60s, so it was fitting they performed a flypast today as the squadron farewell parade took place. Princess Anne attended in her role as Honorary Air Commodore of the base, a role she's held for 34 years. After inspecting more than 100 personnel from 24, 30 and 47 flying squadrons, she thanked them for their dedication.
And most recently, your central role in the repatriation ceremonies, where you set the dignified and thoughtful tone for those families closest and all who wanted to pay their respects in Woodland Bassett.
And there was a poignant moment as the station ensign was lowered and then handed to the Princess Royal.
I've been here for sort of 20 years on and off, so I volunteered to take part in the parade for that very reason, because for me it's part of closure of Lyneham and closure for myself as well.
The last Hercules will leave here on the 1st of July and it'll be flown out by RAF Lyneham Station Commander, who admits there will be a small tear in his eye.
Very sad to see the departure of the Hercules Force and all the aircrew and engineers and support personnel that are going with them. But of course it's also the mark of a new chapter up at Royal Air Force Bryce Norton in the history of the Hercules Force.
RAF Lyneham has a long history. Today, past and present personnel were represented. One Lyneham old boy was based here during the Berlin airlift in 1949, so for him it was a day of mixed emotions.
I sincerely hope that it goes to a military enterprise, like the lads come back from Germany, you know, and I think it should be kept military.
There are currently 2,300 personnel here at Lyneham. By the end of the year, that'll be down to 230. A decision on what will happen to the real estate once the base closes completely is expected in the summer. Claire Sadler, Forces News, RAF Lyneham.